Hello Squids, I'm Squeevy here with another Squidmath tutorial, and in this tutorial I will be going over limitations. Not limitations, I'm sorry, limits. That's what they're called. Not limitations. So, limits. Sorry my handwriting's stacco, but yeah. It's a computer. So, limits. That looks like limmy plus S, but limits. So, if you've ever come across limits, it looks something kind of like this. X approaches X sub 0, where, or I'm sorry, say Y or something. That's just a random variable. It means nothing. So don't go around thinking it means something, you silly little popcorns. X sub 0. And X sub 0 is equal to X in this case. So suppose you come across something that kind of looks like this, and you have another little thing that says f of x. And yeah, this basically means as x approaches an integer, you're going to do something. So if on a graph, it would look something like this. You have a graph. So you have a graph, right? And you have 1, 2, 3, such and such. A limitation, or oh my god, I keep saying limitation because that's what I'm used to saying. A limit, excuse me, looks something that looks kind of like, so if we have a limit of x approaches 1, then it goes from here and it goes up to 1 and then it stops. That's what it looks like on the graph. Now suppose we had limit of x approaches negative 1, then it will look something like this. Now suppose we had that f of x is equal to 3. That would look something kind of like this. Actually, oh boy. So yeah, so suppose we had f of x. Basically, that would look something like, or equals 3. So it will look something like this. Both these lines. It will look like both these lines. So that's basically how a limitation works. Now I'm going to show you how to solve them algebraically. Okay, so we have our limit there, f of x. Okay, so we want to find how to do this algebraically. So we have a limit on x approaches 2. And for f of x, we're going to replace f of x with our given equation, which is going to be 2x plus 4. Let's give ourselves an easy one. Okay? Basically, how you'd solve this algebraically, you just substitute in 2 here. You'd substitute in x of 0 wherever you see something. So this here would be x sub 0. And that's basically how you solve it. So it would be 2 times 2, which is 4, plus 4, which is 8. So we get 8. 8! So that is basically how you solve a limit. So thank you, Squids, for watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial.